Okay.
You ready?
It's okay.
All right, so my pleasure to introduce Laurent Mignon from Exone, one of our major sponsors today, and he's going to talk about a case study in taking a bunch of custom code and converting it to the OCA. So welcome, Laurent.
Thanks. Yes, so I'm here to take you through a case study on replacing custom code with OCA Addons in the logistics sector. So I work at Exone for over 20 years as a software engineer and technical lead. And I've been deeply involved in all this period in designing, implementing, and optimizing solutions that drive efficiency to our clients. Today I'll share how we applied this expertise to Medipost, a logistic company based in Liège, just next to the building here. So this company, Medipost, is a Belgian company founded in 1986. It specializes in the retail of medical supplies and orthopedic supplies. Medipost offers a wide range of products for both professionals and private individuals, including medical equipment, mobility aids, bandages, and home care solutions. Additionally, the company provides clinical nutrition service through its Nutri-Stoma division, which focuses on home care for patients with stomas. Medipost operates a physical store alongside a webshop store. And in addition to selling equipment, the company also runs a pharmacy and offers advice, expert advice. So from a technical standpoint, Medipost uses a combination of systems to support its operation. At the core of the logistic and physical store management, you will find Odoo in version 12. And for the online sales, Medipost operates a Magento-based webshop. That means that Odoo is used for all the back office management, from the logistic operation to the accounting and invoicing process and so on. In addition to Odoo and Magento, Medipost also uses a specialized application called Box. It's a Belgian application required by the Belgian government, and it's used to manage patient care and for those receiving a nutritional product, especially through the Nutri-Stoma division. You have to know that Magento is tightly integrated with Odoo. That means there is no logic in Magento except the one for selling products. And once an order is confirmed, the order is directly created into Odoo, and synchronization mechanism is put in place between the two systems to ensure consistency into the data where Odoo is the master for the data management. So the challenges. So over the years, despite significant investment, a seamless path to fully achieving Medipost's primary objective has not been yet found. The existing system had been adapted to meet immediate needs, but lacked the robust foundation required to support future growth and operational efficiency. As Medipost business evolved, several challenges emerged that needed to be addressed in order to build a more scalable and sustainable solution. For example, managing low information was very restrictive and cumbersome due to the lack of user-friendly tools provided by Odoo for managed law. It was, for example, very difficult to replace the law when you do the picking operation. Once the reservation is done, Odoo has reserved the right law, but if you don't have the law in front of you, you have to search for the law. It's very difficult, at least for the operator, to change the law in an efficient way. That's a very common problem in the operation for Medipost in version 12. The system does not offer adequate support for managing packaging, which is very important on the logistic operation for Medipost because products are sold into different packages. That means we can sold empty only one item, a box of items, or a pallet of items. That depends of the purchaser. And Medipost physical store were not able to take advantage of the post. That means even if Medipost wants to use the point of sales, in version 12, they never started the post because there are always a timeout when they try to use the point of sales with Odoo. So, and one other difficulties is that with the multiple stock location and the complex inventory needs, accurately managing stock movements and maintaining real-time inventory visibility became very difficult, affecting the company's ability to streamline logistics and restocking process. So the challenge pointed to the need for migration. First, because we are in version 12, this version has, all the development has been made by a previous partner, so we just started to work with Medipost a few months ago to try to improve their system. And importantly, our goal was not to find a solution that is to find solution that will not break the Odoo standard, because today a lot of standard of functionality provided by Odoo are broke by customization. And we also aim to reduce the amount of custom code wherever possible in favor of using OCA add-ons, ensuring that the system will be more maintainable and easier to scale moving forward. So today the situation are this. That means that we have 5 functionalities covered by Odoo standard features, but maybe about half of the functionalities are implemented through custom code. The gap analysis served as the foundation of our methodology. It evolved through examination of Medipost existing system and processes to identify area of improvement. So this analysis was not just a one-type assessment. It was an ongoing process that included engaging with users and stakeholders through. As part of the gap analysis, we conducted workshops aimed to addressing specific objectives. We engaged with key users to capture their needs and pain points. These insights were critical in ensuring that any proposed solution will truly meet the demand of the business. We encourage the participants to rethink their existing workflow and practices by questioning the statu quo. We opened the door to innovative solutions that could enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Based on our understanding, we presented alternatives that align with the Odoo standard functionality and utilize the dedicated OCA add-ons. This approach aimed to reduce the reliance on custom code and enhance system maintainability. To solidify our proposals, we provided demonstration and illustrated success story from similar businesses that have successfully implemented Odoo. This real-world example helped to help it visualize a potential improvement and build confidence on the proposed solutions. We finally explained the return on investment of using OCA add-ons in comparison to custom code. We highlight that how adopting OCA solutions would not only reduce implementation and maintenance cost, but also position Medipost for long-term success with Odoo ecosystem. That means that we break the de facto border locking because we use code shared by a more larger community. So I will present some practical example based on specific needs expressed by Medipost, organized by functional key area. So we have general, purchase, inventory, and sale, and so on. So this list is not exhaustive, and my aim is not to promote OCA modules over others. Instead, I just want to illustrate how OCA modules can provide effective solution to meet the company's requirement in each functional area. So this example will demonstrate how leveraging OCA capabilities can help our customer address their challenges and improve their operations. About the product price, to set the selling price on product, Medipost applies a markup on the purchase price. This markup is always the same for one supplier. Also, this approach seems very, very common, and it's not very easy to implement into Odoo. At least it requires a lot of operation. You have to, for each product, to create one line by price list to define the final price for this supplier. The OCA add-on product price category models lets you define price categories. Each product can be associated with a price category, and each price list can define a global rule per category. So instead of having one line by product by supplier, by price list, you have one line by category, by price list, by supplier. One dimension less, and a lot of maintenance cost. Oh my. Still on the subject of product pricing, unlike Odoo, the price of variant does not depend on the cost of specific attributes, nor on the cost of the template. This price is fixed and different for each variant. The OCA module's product variant sale price is specially designed to provide this functionality. And along the same line, some products sold by Medipost are highly customizable. For example, wheelchairs for people with reduced mobility. In most cases, the variant will only be sold once. At the same time, it's very common for the options selected to change during the quotation phase. Today, Medipost uses a generic product whose description and price is modified in the quotation to cover these needs. The limitation of this approach are that it is not possible to properly monitor the margin or to follow the traceability of their product. Another approach would have been to create a variant at the quotation time. However, this change made during the quotation phase makes this no. So the change made during the quotation phase, for example, I want to add this attribute and remove this other one because the first one is too expensive or it's not appropriate to my pathology, and so on. But every time you change an attribute, if the variant doesn't exist, you have to create the variant. And the previous created variant has to be removed because they will be never used. So to solve this problem, we propose to use the cell variant configurator module that provide more flexible solution. So how it works? It allows you to select the deserved model and to select attributes that you want to solve for your product. And only once you confirm your order, the variant is created, not before the confirmation of your quotation. Alors, on the purchase area, some suppliers impose a minimum order value in their purchasing conditions. It's therefore important to be able to prevent orders that do not meet this criterion from being placed. While at the same time, you must provide an escape route for exceptional case. This is exactly the need covered by the purchase minimum amount, which allow you to define the minimum on the supplier form the minimum supply price for the supplier, and to block orders that do not meet this criterion. And if you have the right permission, you can bypass this restriction. Logistics is undoubtedly the area in which the expectation and needs are the most numerous. It's the heart of the company. The diversity of products, the number of references in stock, and the need of, to offer a fast and affordable service all place severe constraints on stock management process. So, the use of a robust mobile application enabling guided and controlled work in the warehouse is a must. And ShopFloor is a perfect solution, providing work scenario tailored to specific needs and with advanced features to make it easier, for example, to change law when picking orders. With the multiplication of products and stock locations, one of the main challenges is to manage some. How best to organize stock location according to the product storage constraints, the location characteristics, and the product use. Sizing, packaging, type, and number of sales are all factors to be taken into account when we determine the best place to store a product. If we add to this the fact that some of these parameters are volatile over the time, the number of sales will vary depending on the season for specific products, it's easy to imagine that some assistance is needed to define the best location. In this area, OCA offers a robust stack of models covering the different parts of this requirement. You have the stock location type, stock storage type, that allows you to define advanced put away rules according to product and stock characteristics, and also the ABC classification. You have the product ABC classification, sales stock, and stock average sales that will compute for you the ABC classification on the basis of the sales averages. And in the same vein, Medibus would like to improve its location restocking rule, not based on a static min-max rule, but according to the actual product consumption and the number of days covered by stock in a given location. That's exactly one of the usage of the stock location of the prompt add-ons. So when drawing up quotations, Medibus is regularly confronted to two particular needs: the ability to recompute the price of the quotation, and the ability to view all the price of a product defined in different price lists. The first of these often arises from the need to update a quotation that has been in progress for some time, so that the consumer can take advantage of new promotion available at the time of confirmation, or not take advantage of a past promotion that also arises. The second case is particularly useful during commercial negotiation between the customer and the company sales representative to validate that the price negotiated remains in line with the company's commercial practices. Each business case is covered by OCA Addons. The sale order price recalculation add a button on the sale order to launch the recompute of all the lines. And the module's product price list simulation allows you to open a wizard with all the sale price defined for product computed for all the rules into the different price list. So for the point of sales, Medibus has a high expectation of using the point of sales to manage its physical store, while technical limitation and some less mature module in Odoo version 12 may partially explain its impracticability today. This is an area in which Odoo has also evolved considerably since then. So we have no doubt that it will be able to meet the needs expressed by Medipost today during the workshops. And once again, we will use some additional OCA modules to complete the approach, and for example, to facilitate the sale of products in different packaging, or to be able to get access to the information of the stock levels into the different warehouses. We have the warehouse for the physical store, and we have the general warehouse. And if a client comes to a seller and asks why a product is no more available into the physical store, he can easily consult the product into the point of sales and see the stock into the other warehouse to propose to the customer to purchase the product from the other warehouse. So I could go on with dozens of examples with this particular product. At this stage, what's important? Oh, no more. Okay. I have a black screen. Okay. So at this stage, what's important is to show you the result of this approach. Where previously almost 50% of Medipost needs were covered by custom code and 30% by standard code. Today, specific code represents only 15%, while Odoo with OCA covers more than 66% of requirements. In fact, these figures go much further, as they do not take into account all the basic Odoo functionalities that were not explicitly mentioned into the analysis. So to conclude, I just want to highlight the key factors that contributed to the success of this approach. First, that's the Odoo evolutions. Year after year, Odoo continues to evolve, gaining maturity and expanding its functional scope. Importantly, it's designed to be naturally and openly extended by external add-ons, making it a highly adaptable platform for our customers' growing needs. With such a vast variety of OCA add-ons available, it can be challenging to know all the options. And this is where the strength of my colleagues and the wider community come in. By tapping into the collective knowledge and experience, we were able to identify the right module to meet specific needs. The OCA community is an invaluable resource for this. Once we identify potential OCA modules to address a need, our community run-boat infrastructure is a game changer. It allows us to easily test candidate modules without the need to set up complex environment on your machine. This rapid testing capability saves time and enables us to quickly validate solutions. Beyond testing internally, Run-boat also makes it possible to showcase the functionality to the customer. We can demonstrate how the proposed modules meet their needs and gather feedback immediately. This is essential for ensuring that the proposed functional approach aligns with the expectation and requirements, allowing us to validate the solution in real time. The OCA models are well designed to support long-term success. The modules are built to be flexible and adaptable to different use cases, making them highly reusable across projects. The iterative approach in the development process, driven by the community and through continuous improvement based on real-world feedback. While designed to be generic, the modules strike the balance by offering features that can be adapted to specific needs. And with the community's backing and continuous contributions, OCA modules are structured to evolve and stay relevant over time. A particular strength of the OCA ecosystem, in my opinion, and for this project, are the WMS add-ons, which have reached a high level of maturity. These modules offer a comprehensive vertical approach to logistic and warehouse management. And this is mainly due to the coordination of their development by Jacques-Étienne Baudou, mainly, and the contribution of various developers and partners involved into multiple projects with different customers in different countries. And these modules are not only well designed, but also highly coherent and consistent across different use cases. So this level of coordination considerably enhances the relevance and functionality of the WMS modules, making some a powerful tool for companies like Medipost. That's it. Thanks to the sponsor. Sorry. 5 minutes. No question, please. I hate that. Yes.
Thank you for the presentation. How do you, at Axon, translate the increase in maintainability of using OCA rather than custom codes in terms of money? Like, how do you decrease the maintenance cost? Do you use a formula based on the nature of the modules, or the number of code lines, of lines of code, or?
That's a good question, because we are thinking about how can we define this maintenance cost, how can we, for example, sell a maintenance contract. What we observed today is when we have to draw a quotation for migration, we applied a factor for the OCA modules that is less than for custom code add-ons. That means, for example, I don't no more remember the factor that we apply for each case, but for the OCA add-ons, it's for example the quarter of the custom code when migrate for the migration of the modules. The best return on investment for the customer is also the maintainability of the modules that we provide, because as previously said, the module is designed for a wider range of use cases, and with the return of more use case of more use case than the one he think about. And that's also a game changer for the customer, because when he adopts this module, he's sure that this use case is not only its proper use case, but it's also a common use case, and the solution is the right one. But yes, we are thinking about how we can resell a maintenance contract for this kind of add-ons.
Hello, thanks for your talk. In this specific use case, did you keep the Magento connector, or did you switch to the Odoo e-commerce module? The Magento connector.
Magento connector?
Magento, yeah.
Yeah. The Magento. The Magento connector is the custom add-ons into the project. We plan to keep it as is, because it's a lot of work to rebuild and to redevelop this one based on the OCA version, because in version 60 this module doesn't exist, for example, and also in the current implementation we have some specific functionality designed and developed, because on the Magento side there are specific services developed to support this functionality. So it could it will be very difficult and cost-consuming to migrate to the OCA version of the Magento connector. We also use the Magento. They are also using the Magento 2 platform, not the Magento 1. And but maybe in the future we will switch to another web store. But today the objective is to improve the operational operation, not to replace the website. The website works fine, and he just creates sale order into Odoo, and it's not the pain point today. The Magento is not the pain point, so we will keep Magento and the current models.
Okay, last question, anyone?
No.
Why did you choose shop floor versus the barcode in standard?
Because the scenario comes with more advanced features. For example, how can you safely choose another log when you do a picking? You have also more specialized scenario according to your use case. Picking wave or cluster picking, single product transfer, or location content transfer. That means that you have a lot more specialized scenario, and therefore you are so more guided into the way you can do the work. There are no escape paths that is not defined by the scenario. It's not the case with Odoo.
Thank you, Laurent.
Thank you too.